attacks going on you and you don't know what to do. Well, that's why I am here to tell you that I can help you with that. So right now on me, I have an attack incoming on me. It says 11,000, but right now in the front, it has about 5,000. I mean, it's a very, in my opinion, small. I go all melee on the range, them ones. Easily take up, but that has a shield right up front, which would cancel out any of my ranged troops. It has a shield, so it cancels out my range. The calm ain't a bad calm. And it's so basically, I think I could defend all three. Let me just throw on. This is a good idea. Whenever you're defending, build items. Build items come in handy. Like the bakery, you can get these, which I don't need them for this one. My breaks green on this, but I can switch it for this one, or even this one, which I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Just get that extra wall space. Then you can do the same thing with your flour mill. Where is my flour mill? You can also do the same thing with, I think a keep you can get, well, was this keep? No, but you can do like this one. Some of these are pretty nice to have. Just, that reminds me, we can go ahead and throw some things on the granary. That being said, we have another 27 minutes to this to range for it. Right now, all we're doing is equipping build items, which is easy to do. You have plenty of time when you can see it. There it is, flour mill. I have a lot of these, so we have the 325. Yeah, we have a bunch of defense wall ones, and I have a bunch of those also, so I'm not too worried about those. I get those off pretty often. There's another one. The East State does not get anything for wall. No, okay. So that got our wall up to 9,161. Sweet. Now, what I could do, since I'm not attacking nobody, another thing you can do watch and learn. This is the method here. Kaboom. What does that do? It gives me a lot more in defense to completely ratio this attack. The PO defense, but PO is another thing that's a really big idea for defense. Now I got my wall up to 10,300, which is enough to where I can do this. He's all range on the flanks, so I'm gonna go all melee. Oh, no range whatsoever. Basically, what you want these ones, because they're made for melee, so you want to match your tools up to how much percentage is on the flanks. I'm gonna leave this one the way it is. I think. No, because he has the shield, so I'm gonna go all melee. Just because of his shields, I cannot have, because that'll actually kill people, which isn't good. And we're gonna do this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take, since we're really gonna defend the front here, what we're going to do is actually just do a complete rework. The water bombs are amazing. Like, I can show you what they do real quick. If you don't have these, go ahead and unlock them because they're one of the best tools. It's 80% melee soldier defense, 100% 120% on the moat. Actually, I want to make 20. I think 20 should be enough to this one. We could probably spread these out. Nah, not worth my time. It's fine. The fire modes will do their job. Alright, bet. Now, this one is all melee, right? Ooh, we gotta fix that. All melee. Basically, bring this over. After I'm done moving things around, I'm gonna explain what I'm doing. I bet. The cast is a pretty good cast. Oh, okay, so that's basically the setup for my defense when it comes into where they're using a lot of tools. This should really keep him off the wall. Like, I'm not worried about killing his courtyard. If I can kill his entire wall, it'd be a pretty good ratio. But his commander is a pretty nice commander. For his might points, seeing there's only 7 million might points. Now we're going to decide. So now let's go over some things real quick. So you see the build items, we showed you how to do the build items. This is a great defense, like just the tools alone, and having a 10k wall at the moment is pretty nice. But all around, this is a great defense if you're really into PvP. This could actually work pretty well. Normally what I do if I'm online, I do 3%, 3%, 94%. I throw the water bombs over here, but since this attack we can defend all 3 flanks, I've trying to change it where I'm trying to keep that front from actually overtaking me. I have the wooded hordelins, which give you 20%, 30% more wall. Like, I'll show you what they do real quick. Basically, they give you 40% more on the wall, 10% strength for units on defense, which I don't have a whole lot of those. And then this, what it does is a spike trap. It gives you increases defenders and courtyard strength by 20%, which is nice. So those are good tools to have. And then you have the fire motes, which are pretty nice, good for all-around defense. Generals, Sasaki, we got some nice effects on it. We're going to, I think, change their abilities. I think there's one on Indus Practice. I think it's Way of the Sword. Hordberg is amazing. Yeah, that's the one that I have on it. Lasting Wounds, or Iron Will, Lasting Wounds is fine. I'm going to change it to Way of the Sword, just because I'm pretty sure Power Surge is useless for this. And then we're going to leave it at that and wait for this attack to land, and then we're going to resume the play it off when the attack lands. I'll see you when the attack lands. A few more key factors we can talk about in this attack now that it's down to 7 minutes left. We can talk about how the fact that the reason why I didn't put any, even though he has range and melee. Ooh, wait, I put all melee. Didn't I? Yeah, I did put all melee, which is fine. Just gonna double check that real quick. Yeah, melee. Okay. The reason we didn't put any range troops in the wall, which most of you guys are probably questioning why, is because right now we don't know where his shields are. Ooh, we could actually do. You don't have any shields in there, so that's. We could actually do it like this. You don't have any shields in his front, so luckily we went back and checked that. So now I'm gonna make that 75. We're gonna add 1, and this allows us to get some range in there, because that'll make it where he cannot. His range will die. So luckily we double checked this because you don't. Okay, so the reason we are all melee on the flanks though is because he has range. All range. So put all melee. He has no shields on his front assault, which is easier for me actually. I thought he did. I just mislooked at that. He basically is trying to see that I wasn't online. He's trying to get as much melee into the courtyard assault as possible, and his range assault, which is not a bad idea. He threw a bunch of courtyard in there with melee, which makes a lot of sense. But then I've noticed that he's low on meat troops, because the fact is he sent food, which, and the way I've been looking at things is if you're sending food to attack a guy with a shit ton of meat defenders, you're low on food troops, and I have 621,000 in the courtyard. Yeah, I think I'm okay. And then if the alliance supported me, I could get another 900. I could have 1,000,000 altogether in courtyard, which is nice. But we don't need the alliance support right now because, like I told them, I'm just trying to show you what you can do on your own. This is all about how you can defend yourself by yourself. Now, I am a lot bigger than most of you guys, so that's why I told you guys, like, being able to equip the right tools. I could, honestly, only needed 10,000. How many on my wall? To defend this attack, I don't even need 10,384. I only really needed was like 8k. I didn't even have to boost my wall or boost my comp. I just wanted to show you the max amount I could do and ratio this attack. See, 10,000 troops, I could defend this whole thing. He would never make it in my courtyard with how my setup is. So, just a few things I wanted to cover. Tool trigger. So it takes about 1,571 tools to actually trigger my tools. So I did it that way because the bigger the attack, so I don't burn through so many tools. Which, that alone, he has like 700 here, and like 700 here. So he has over the limit. He's gonna trigger my tools, which is fine. His cast is not bad. It's like almost 300, and then 150 in the courtyard. I mean, for being in a retirement alliance, even though, like, okay, so he is in a retirement alliance. He has a retirement alliance attacking me, but it was a ranged attack. We did this as a ranged attack, so I can show you what to do. Oh, he's using war wagon. Ooh. 2 waves plus some 3% strength for attacking units. Not bad. I did notice he's using level 7 meat troops also, so he's really low in meat troops if he's using level 7s. Like, not a lot of people use level 7s, but it's okay. Yeah, so the attack has 3 minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and wait for the next 3 minutes. To be honest, I know a lot of you guys don't have a Sasaki, so my next video, this is basically for the Sasaki defense. I will show you guys how to do the ratio defense, because if we look at our generals, you could defend with Horatio. And then I'm going to also teach the Leo trick. I don't know how many people know the Leo trick, but one of these days I'll teach you guys Leo. One of these videos I'm gonna teach the Leo trick. I'm gonna start doing a lot more PvP videos. This is gonna be part of the PvP series. Helping you guys out. I know not a lot of other players that have PvP. So right now we're working on defense, because if you're gonna PvP, you gotta learn how to defend. So defense is first. Maybe the next video we'll see what happens. All right, let's see what happens in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So the attack officially has 30 seconds left for lands. And another thing you can do is there's some defense things down here in your blacksmith you can buy. Some of these build items do defense. Like, they help with defense. You can go look through those and put those on if you don't have the build items. I know if you're a spender, the Wheel of Affluence gives you some defense stuff. No, it does not. It gives you attacking. The offerings gives you defense stuff. Now, this is going to be a pretty nice battle report in my opinion. So we're going to let it land and see what we got out of it. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing right there. Now, let's see if what we did held. We held the wall pretty great. And did he use the... Now, my question is, could we have gotten away with the left flank, overview, support wave, that's that. Cancels that out. He did use the shields, so I couldn't have gone with range anyways, because he did use shields and moat tools, and he only killed 14-3. Okay. Attack wave 2 is where he really started doing damage. But at the end of the day, we could have put less in the front and more. But hey, I'm gonna say this is all around a great defense. That is basically it. He sent 17,000. He lost 11,000, and I lost only 3,000. That is a great ratio. And like everyone should do is forward the ratios to their alliance. But I'm gonna say if I was not online for that attack, he could have done a lot more damage because I had two of my flanks with only 3% in it, and I was running 75% range, well 75% melee, 25% range, and he had I was running on the right flank, so that would have done a lot more damage in total because he had those shields and the first wave. I guarantee him the first wave here he did, and that would have really killed some troops. But yes, that was a solid defense. And I hope this helps in the long run with someone who has meat troops. This guy didn't have a whole lot of meat troops, but he had enough to do damage. But I hope that helps in the future. He just completely got ratioed, and that is your defense lessons from Cyclone 101. If you guys have questions, please comment below. This is a very good defense battle report, I would say, in my opinion. So, yeah. If this helped you guys a lot, I want to say subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know, this is going to help you guys in the long run. I think the next video we're going to do on attacking, on how to attack a player with a good setup and actually get a good ratio. And that's probably going to come out next week. I'm trying to do at least one video a week. Please support the YouTube channel because it's been slowly growing again. Not as it used to be. It used to get like thousands of videos of view, but this is good. So defending and attacking is a new series I'm doing. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cyclone out.